Hey, I don't know if anybody's going to jump in here or not. I said I'd do this at the beginning of the Do Him Majiki, and then I had to take a phone call, which the phone call was super important. Carol and B-Day and stuff. And this chat is just so if anybody had any questions, so we could all be up to the same spot on the Bible study. I know a lot of people that were in at the end of the Bible study weren't in at the beginning of the Bible study, so gave it a little bit of time so people, if they wanted to actually go back and watch the whole thing, they could. Any questions? Did I lead anybody astray? How about you, LS? Did I confuse you? Major caffeine headache right now. Didn't realize I was standing in there at the coffee pot, literally filling my cup up, drinking, filling my cup up, drinking. Stood there in front of the coffee pot and drank 2 mugs of coffee. Well, the other one that was a premiere D-Day, and that's and you can ask questions in the comments or whatever, and I can try to get back to you. Part 2 will be next Tuesday. It will probably be the one that causes LS and Carol to unsub me. Still trying to figure out who the wife beater was. Age probably sitting there going, man, I got lots of questions, but I'm at work. Or no, you don't work during the week, huh? You just work on the weekends. I have to start taking donations so I can get a new phone. I tried watching Bear Independence live stream for a little bit, and he's got a lot. The guy that he's got on there with him's got a lot of good stuff to say or whatever. Just I don't know. He's I think me and him might have personality clash. Which is a real thing. Okay, Betty, good. That one on the back of your shirt, I was like, wow, our hair's getting long. Hello, Frank. Wow, only been live for 10 minutes. What do you used to do for a living, D-Day? Or what do you do for a living? I'm assuming you're like a 90-year-old guy kicking around in a nursing home. My bad. LS sells nails. She said nails, a fastener representative, medical supply manager. That would actually be kind of cool. Like pills or like medical supplies, like hoses and bags and scalpels and syringes and stuff like that. Um, you sell other kinds of fasteners too, right? And boards and paint and stuff. I'd like to have about 100 suture kits, man. I ain't gonna lie. We bought a few. You can get them off of eBay or what's that other place? That Amazon. They're not too expensive, but the ones from that they whip out at the ER when somebody's in there getting their leg sewed back on or whatever are more extensive. They're not like cooler stuff in them. They're like a you open it up and you got everything you need to do the job right there in one package. That's pretty cool. The ones we got, there's needle and thread and a pair of tweezers and a pair of scissors. Didi, I'm not like a what you call it a vet or nothing. Uh, I've had a couple of goats get caught in the fence and a couple of goats get chewed up by dogs, and I've had to sew them up. So I can sew critters together. Uh, I almost sewed the dog up, but she suggested we wait. That's all right, Zach. Anyway, I was really hoping somebody had a question on this Bible study because this one I could have spent 2 hours on just on the passages I went over today in 30 minutes and still had stuff to talk about. There's so much in Ephesians that people just blow over because they're looking for those little one-liners that they hear preached all the time. Nobody wants to absorb the contextual meaning of the word. There's just so much in there. Like veterinarians, or whatever. Yeah, swallow creatures. That one. Well, Hey, Aaron. She's a vet that would go halves on me. I was, who was I getting? I was at the vet getting, or not I was at the ER getting somebody sewed up. Who was that? Was that Sean or Kirsten? Anyway, um, he opened the package and there was like 6 needles in there. He took out one. And I was like, what are you going to do with those other needles? He said, well, we're going to dispose of them. I said, well, suppose I told you that when all this happened, I had a goat that got cut up pretty bad, and I'm going to need to sew them up when I get home. And he was just folded the package up and swept all the stuff off in the bio bag and got him turned around and started talking to the wall. So, and then he moved off. We had a decent, cool country doctor here, and then he moved away. I need to check my email. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, yes, I do. No, I'm not going to check my email. I had a big old egg sandwich. I tried to record a video this morning. Well, I did. I actually recorded it 3 times. Didn't post any of it. It was basically me telling everybody that I was done doing live streams. I guess they're probably one of the most risky things you can do in YouTube. I live in a part of the world where we got rattlesnakes, bobcats, coyotes, stray dogs, you name it. We have, we actually bought some stuff. What were those little trauma kits or whatever that had the little scrubbing patches, and I had everything you needed to like dress it. We couldn't sew it up with it or whatever. But yeah, we got the suture kits to go with, but they're I don't know, D-Day, everything. Anything you can use on a dog or a goat or a horse or a cow, you can use on people. I've seen ranchers use baling wire on cows. They put the cow in the squeeze chute, stitch up what they need to stitch up with the baling wire and a pair of pliers. I felt bad for the cow, but I've seen them do it. She was here this morning. I feed her and she disappeared. I don't know what she was.
You didn't hear what I asked.
You said, where's TK?
Where's D-Day?
Where's D-Day? I don't know.
I didn't know what area you were going to.
I thought you asked where TK was. The cat was on the porch this morning. Sorry. D-Day, Mrs. wants to know what part of the world you're in. If you're in Normandy, that would be really weird.
I just didn't know.
Yeah, I saw like 4 videos today from the same channel saying that the end of the world is nigh. But he's been doing that for the past 4 weeks, about 3 to 6 videos a day. So cheese is off the cracker there.
That would have been nice to know.
Yeah, that would have been nice to know, I guess. He's probably one of her cousins. He's probably cousin doing all right over there. The guy with the big fancy house. Yeah, dental floss does work good, but the I know black string that's on them needles or whatever, it doesn't. Okay, I got the chalkboard syndrome. Okay, pulling dental floss, I can't even say it, through the skin would be harder on me than on the animal. Pulling dental, I have put a stitch in myself. It hurts. I couldn't have done it with sewing thread. There's no way. No step on snick. So let me just get the way. I like it. Ah. Found a piece of property literally right over the line in Arkansas. Now, if you when it still hurts pretty good, but I've used these. They're the old Eagle Claw used to sell hooks where instead of eyelet, the monofilament was injection molded on the end of the hook, and you could do stitches with those. Again, you're making pretty decent sized holes or whatever, but it's still better than bleeding out or taking months or whatever to heal. So. Well, we found a lot we liked. It's the price range, and I don't know what the deal is. I mean, you get close to Oklahoma. Oh wait, that's right. You get close to all the casinos and medical marijuana, and the price goes up on everything. There's that. We like it, but it's outside our price range. It's actually really close to perfect. Just not paying that much an acre for anything. I mean, if I paid that much per acre, I would want to go out there and be able to dig gold out of the ground. Well, that'd be cool, D-Day. There you go, LS. Next thing you know, you're going to be saying things like, howdy, y'all. The right way, not the way you say it. There's this gnat that thinks I'm his friend. Hey, Tina. We We could talk about Chipper because he's asleep and can't defend himself. Just saying. Everybody should just type over in the side their favorite story about Chipper. It doesn't even have to be true. Just make up some story and type in the side chat about Chipper, because he'll watch this tomorrow while he's driving, or he won't watch it. He'll listen to it, and then he'll have to, instead of making time going down the road, he'll have to pull over to the roadside park and see what people are saying about him and stuff. It'll just be funny. Now, I won't read them out loud. Well, I'll tell you what, if y'all tell really good stories, I'll read them out loud, and then Chipper won't have to stop. He can just laugh a lot while he's going down the road and stuff. It'll help keep him awake. It'll make his day go faster. What, when, where? Message retracted. I didn't get to see all the info. Wait, it was our info. I'm heating up from y'all's super ninja mosquitoes, though. I didn't get tick fever from that tick. It is evil, Zach, but I mean, that's what I do. I wouldn't do it if he wasn't a friend. I mean, just don't do stuff like that to people you don't know. But being as Chipper is a friend of ours, then we can do it, and it's socially acceptable. It's a thing. That time when Chipper gave you a table, was it a nice table aid? Tina says, hey guys, I remember that time when Chipper was blowing bubbles out his nose. What is that all about? And LS says something about, what is it? You use Chipper for mosquito repellent? He smells so bad you don't have to worry about the bugs. What? That's harsh, LS. That's not even good. LS is mean on her stories, Chip. It's he's holding on to it. He gave you the table. He's just holding on to it for you. Then that's true. True, Zach. Zach says that Chipper is a very agreeable person. He'll lie to you about anything. That's kind of rough too. Bitty Boo said, did I tell you about getting struck by lightning 7 times? One day, Chipper was walking along minding his own business, and out of nowhere, he got struck by lightning just going to the mailbox. Did he get any mail? I wondered why he wouldn't even let us touch the table. No. I didn't know it was your table, man. I understand that. He ain't gonna let me play with his coffee pot anymore. Did I tell you about the time that I borrowed Chipper's coffee pot and flooded his kitchen? Did I tell you about the time I borrowed Chipper's coffee pot, flooded his his kitchen, and spent the next 30 minutes cleaning it up before I got my first cup of coffee? True story. No, Biddy. I wish I did now. My wife gets bonuses from the power company just for coming inside when there's a lightning storm. They don't want her standing anywhere close to the transmission lines. Womp, womp, womp. Look, my new hand sanitizer. Thingy. Wah, wah, wah. Captain America. That looks like Captain Beelzebub. No, it's Captain America. Captain America. Captain America. Why did they put the star on there like that? Why is it on there that way? What a devil thing. Wait, it hangs upside down. Never mind, I'm good. It goes like this. Because you put it where you're gonna put it, and then you push this little thing through there, and like. Just yeah, Chipper eats toe jam. Chipper actually likes toe jam. He thinks it's flavorful. I don't know what that. Benjamin Buttons. I don't know what to think about Chipper. He's the kind of guy that enjoys spending all day between a rock and a hard place. I police her area very well, Zach, because she does throw things. I have to look at Benjamin, but I feel like I'm missing out on something. My childhood wasn't what it should have been because I didn't watch or listen to or read Dr. Seuss. There was a shadow on a tree, and I thought it was a raccoon, and I was fitting to go running out the door again. Need to get up in the morning, go get the boy and take him fishing. I'm not trying to get out of anything either. He's fitting to go back home. I need to do it. How many of y'all think I should take my grandson fishing tomorrow? Say I. However you'd spell that, A-Y-E. I used to drive through Tokyo on my way to work here too. Had to go through Tokyo and Toledo. Wasn't much of Tokyo. I so want to like use a Q-tip and like clean my ears and then save it and see if it'll take a spark so bad, but I'm afraid it'll like stink really bad. So somebody else should do that for me.
Chipper does, apparently.
That's what I hear. Chipper uses his earwax to start fires. Let's see, Bitty Boo Brown or Bitty Boo's Home Decor and more. I was told Chipper collects belly button lint to weave together to make his blankets. Oh, man. Huh. Should redo the title of this to Stories of Chipper. The lost stories of Chipper 66 and his goings on. Hello, Angel Ice. Nothing much. We're picking on one of our mutual friends because he had to go to bed early. And he has a fear of missing out on stuff. And he confided in me that was a mistake. He gave me this really cool note. No, so I feel bad. I really, really, really like this. He gave me the stuff to make the sheet too, because he was like too busy. He had to take. He didn't have to. We took a job, and need to make my sheet. But first, I got to go fishing. Yep. I gotta where I want to take him. It's a hour and 35-minute drive. So there's the. Hold on a minute. Ain't no time like the present. Before I forget, because I'll forget when I get off here. I'll be talking to y'all.
Bible study.
Yeah, but then I realized nobody want to talk about Bible study, so nobody ever wants to talk about what I want to talk about. Oh. This is the longest thing. Hey, this is your dad. How come I always go to voicemail when I call you? All right, give me a call back. I gotta ask you about something that's very important. I need to know, like, before I go to bed tonight. Okay, love you. Bye. Sorry.
Didn't you message Rob?
Oh, Rob got drafted. He had to join the Royal Air Force. Because come to find out, he's Canadian. You know what? You're right. We're worried about him. I did speak with him though. I did. This is a very educational live stream. I'm gonna have to leave this up because this is like there is more good stuff being talked about and discussed in this live stream than in any live stream in the history of mankind. This is so totally not a waste of your time. Except for nobody wants to talk to me when I'm on a live stream, apparently. I should call myself. Maybe I would answer. Probably go to voice.
You know, a lot of the products at Walmart that are in Spanish only, you have your Spanish products.
Hey,
They're
Rob,
cheaper
call
than
me.
the English products.
Yeah, just because they're written in Spanish or like they're cheaper. That's weird. We and of course my wife caught that and not me, so there she goes with yet again more prepper points. Oh, my dog had too many fleas, so I offered to rehome some of them for her, I guess. Night, Bitty Boo. Okay, Bitty. I used to say I went to Iran all the time, but I can't because it's actually Iran. It's not spelled Iran, but they say it's Iran. And they'll start a riot if you call it Iran. So yeah, there's that. I'm flipping worried about him now.
I thought you said you.
I talked to him, but he was blah blah blah. He's working way too, having to do too much stuff and everything. So yeah. If y'all got his number, give him a call. Hound him. Text him.
For working so hard. Yeah.
No, Australia doesn't exist, and koalas and platypuses and kangaroos, they're not real either. Yeah, I know that there's a town in Texas called Tokyo. Well, it's not much of a town anymore.
Tokyo and Turkey.
Turkey, Iran, it's spelled Iran. How
do you know that Australia did or
didn't exist
do you know it doesn't? I've never seen it.
because I've never seen it. I don't even think air is real. Never seen air. Okay, air is real because you can see air in Georgia. It's that thick. You can see the air in Georgia. Oh, okay. Yeah. You live in Tamworth, Australia? Aha! How do you know the United States is real then? We could be a figment of your imagination. Oh, for the other people in the chat. Okay. They probably couldn't figure out how I was driving through Tokyo either. But Tokyo is like.
You're not real either.
There's a handful of vanilla cream cookies sitting there talking trash. And they don't shut up. I'm going to bite their heads off.
Okay.
Anyways. Hey, seriously though, Angel, if you live in Australia, what I need for you to do is go all the way to what would be y'all's west coast, if at all possible. I mean, don't go across that desert thing because from what I hear, the non-existent desert in the non-existent continent of Australia, is it a continent? Of Australia is pretty dry and like you could get stuck in the sand and die. So don't do that. But like if you like take an airplane or a bus or something and then get on a boat, and I need for you to head due west with just a slight southerly tilt and tell me if you run into land. I mean, I don't know how far. You might have to go several thousand miles, but I think there's another continent out there. And if you don't run into it there, I need you to go back and then need to go to the east coast and like go to like, what is that, New Guinea or whatever, and then get on the other side of that and then do the same thing, but kind of like aim sort of towards dadgummit, Central America and just kind of in a straight line and tell me if you run into a continent over there somewhere. Islands don't count. Just continent. Now, make sure you have a sat phone. That way you can call in like updates because if you find the continent, I think you're going to get blown out of the water by super aliens because those are real. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. She did. Actually, the Wind, you got a question about Jesus? I'll talk to you about him all day long. He lives in my heart. There's another guy named Jesus. He lives down the block. But he's not the Jesus that lives in my heart. Different people. No, the sun is not a hologram.
It's too hot.
It's way too hot to be a hologram. I think it, more than likely it's a flaming ball of gas. Uh, you know, I'm pretty sure it's what they use to power Pelosi when she talks. Just a bunch of hot gas. I almost bought me a shirt yesterday. Now it was just a t-shirt, but in the dingy letters across the front it said, "Y'all need Jesus." That'd be cool. All right, Ellis, have a good night. That's why I don't like doing the live streams on the Bible study, because when those guys come in when it's going on, it ruins everything for everybody else. And I don't even know if would a hologram weigh a gram? Because it's hollow. If it's hollow, it doesn't have any mass, so it wouldn't weigh a gram. Unless it was the outside crust was made up of enough mass to weigh a gram. But the sun's like really big, so it would have to be like several holograms. And then it'd be way too big and it'd be too close, and we'd probably all burst into flames.
Ain't there?
That would be funny, Aaron, if it was like, you know, reflective window tint up there, and the reason there were more stars now than when I was a kid or whatever is because there's more people with lights at night, and that's actually what we're seeing. We're not seeing stars, we're seeing reflections of all the like lights shining out of people's windows and cars going down the roads. That's like the shooting stars are actually the reflections of the airplanes flying too close to the dome and stuff. I'm just saying it would be really cool, except for the part where sooner or later that kid's gonna pick up the snow globe and go, "Look, pretty." It's, you know, it ain't gonna be good.
That's what happened.
Yeah. Some of the little CGI movies and stuff they put on YouTube through Dust and CGI Brothers, and I can't remember the other name of that other channel I follow. They're actually, some of them they're lame. Some of them are pretty good. The one with the aliens and whatever are responsible for making all the solar systems and galaxies and stuff. They're contracted by somebody to get it done. And the only reason Earth wound up the way it was is because the kid they sent out to do it he was tired of doing the same thing over and over again. So instead of giving the Earth rings, he gave them a moon. That's actually really good. They didn't finish it. I don't know if the kid got a whooping or not. No, the Earth is not flat. Flat Earthing will get my videos removed. I don't buy that flat Earth thing anyway. What's my opinion on England? I think that England is kind of hilly and they get some rain and they have really cool old buildings and they talk cool. And the Northern Ireland and the British should really learn to get along. I don't understand what they're fighting over. I mean,
I have some Churchills.
some Churchills.
Yeah.
We went to some churches on the hill. That's like the same thing. We could be cousins. Yeah, Aid, what do you think about England other than the fact that their gun laws are stupid other than ours? Aid O'Neill is going to come down here and go with us on our road trip in a couple months. We'll pick him up, and we'll drive him all around the country, and then we'll take him back and we'll drop him off, and he's going to manage Rob's hotel for me. He's going to live the rest of his life in the United States. He's going to be our own private pet Britannican, English dude. I don't know. I'd like to go to Britain. My family's not from the Isles. My family's from east of Germany, a little bit. I need to use all the fluid up in this lighter because she's a bulging. She got left on the dash, you know. Hey, Max, you gone to a live stream that's talking about something important? See what else is going on in the YouTube world. Hold on, let me check. Oh. We might be missing something important. I'll just simul broadcast their deal or whatever. Just freaks me out that nobody has any questions about that Bible study. Honestly. Who would have thunk it? Breakaway Homestead live. Homesteader. Let's see who they are. Oh, that's how to make money broadcast. I don't want none of that. Or save money and make money. What would y'all like to hear? We go. I'll ask y'all a question. And feel free to think about this and add it in the comment section. Or go and put it in my community section. There you go, Ed. Anyway, what would y'all like to see on my channel? What kind of video? I am steering completely away. If I talk about politics, it's going to be straight humor from now on. You ain't gonna catch nothing serious out of my mouth about politics no more. I am so done beating my head against that wall. Uh, Angel, if you've watched my channel at all, I would grab my camera. I would start a fire. I would take out a knife. I would film me skinning and gutting the alien. I would film me putting it in a skillet over said fire, and I would film me eating the alien. So, I do catch and cook videos, man. It's like my favorite thing ever. I like to catch weird animals and eat them. I find a little green dude or a little gray dude or something like that. I'm eating that puppy. And I'm going to give me 1,000,000 views. I mean, hey, ain't human, it ain't murder. There you go. Make a big raft. He just wants to see me finish the daggum kayak, which I should have done. Not doing politics on here anymore, man. It's not going to happen. Just the dead horse. Tobacco. What did he do to himself? Ow.
Well,
There you go. We might get sick afterwards because, you know, just because you catch something doesn't mean you should eat it. There are animals out there that it is unsafe to eat. Uh, if anybody tells you that you can't eat devil's claw, don't ever watch another video off their channel, though. That was so annoying. Because I do research. I spend a lot of time trying to learn about wild edibles. And this was supposed to be a video about which mushrooms you do or don't eat, or which plants that are poisonous and stuff like that. And this guy that throws up as number 6 or number 7, the devil's claw. The devil's claw is food. It was one of the plants grown in gardens by Native Americans. That was a twit. Anyway. Oh, the kitchen cook videos. No, there's only so much kitchen cook. I got 3 ground squirrels living in my driveway. It's enough for a meal. I just got to catch them all out of a hole at the same time. Because at 104-degree heat, they don't keep long. I mean, you've got to pop them, clean them, and get them in the fridge. If they lay out the ground squirrels, if they're out there 30, 40 minutes, they're done, and they're swole up like a little drum, like boom, 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 boom on their belly. They go fast because they're so small. Ow. Make a Kebab burrito? No, Craig, I don't do pot. We're dude, I had to let you know, dude. We don't joke around about. Well, we do joke around about that. You know, same as Cheech and Chong and them. Hey, pot's for idiots. That's what we believe. Yeah, we just we don't do that. We're all pretty much grown up. Kebab. Kebab burrito. I don't know. I'd have to make a kebab first. That's like your favorite thing to put on the grill. Yeah.
So, a real one, not that burrito looking thing.
Well, yeah, but
Real kebab is my favorite, yes.
yes. And I don't know what he's from Australia. Hey, Angel Ice Wolf, whatever. What does a kebab mean in Australia? Just want to get this straight before I start committing to something. Because there's things that don't mean what they mean, like
Yeah, here we pack the car, and that means we're getting ready to go on a trip. A car packs it in, and it's done for.
Yeah.
You take it to the, what do you call it? Scrapyard.
Yeah. Around here, you don't put nothing in the turtle because the turtle's a little amphibian with a hard shell that you like keeps a pet. I found one of my videos that I thought was going to do really well, and it only had like 20 views, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I realized I had titled it
It's
wrong.
just a real burrito.
Grilled burrito. Why would I want to make a grilled burrito? Do not let Taco Bell convince you that what they sell is real food. Okay. You heat the burrito, you heat the tortilla. I'm a white guy and I know how to do tortillas. Okay. You heat the tortilla, then you put the warm food from the pot or the skillet or whatever into the burrito. Then you roll the food up in the burrito or in the tortilla, which burrito is not even a Mexican word, by the way. Those, when you put something inside a tortilla and eat it, it's called a taco. So,
You're lucky.
y'all are lucky. Y'all probably got something worse. Now, I like Taco John's, but they don't call it Mexican food. It's called tacos.
Once again, you're lucky.
You love Taco Bell? That's why you can't. That's why you can't keep a beard, High Desert. I thought you were just shaving for work. Like you go in there and you eat some of that Taco Bell, and the next thing you walk by a traffic light and burp and burns all your facial hair off.
Perhaps we have here are sandwiches with and not a bit of bread.
Yeah.
Cold meat.
Now I like what do they call that? Pan bread. We call it pan bread. Something else, they make it. It's just pan bread, and then they fold it around a burrito type thing. I like those pita bread. I don't like the pita bread so much. I like pan bread. I mean, there's so many different kinds of food out there, but it has to be fast, cheap, and easy for them to want to put it in a fast food place. So all the really good stuff doesn't get in there. The stuff that you can't make ahead of time. See, you can make tortillas ahead of time, chill them, and then heat them up. But you can't make real pan bread and then warm it up and make a sandwich. And you've got to make the pan bread. You got to eat the pan bread hot.
Well, I'm not walking it. Driving hours? What am I, a cattle drive or what? What does he mean? What's the difference between taking a car and driving hours?
I'm not real sure.
I'm not doing a cattle drive, dude.
I did check it. It's 20 something hours to his house, like 26 and a half, 27. Well, to the town he was at when they were going to do that protesting thing,
How many?
like 26 and a half, 27 hours.
Not too many.
Yep, I mean, it's like too far away. He needs to like move closer. But then,
move closer.
but then, he's like right there. He's close to West Wind. So it's like, it's a full day's drive. It's over a day's drive to where he's at.
Have you eaten kangaroo? My opinion is it's disgusting.
I've not eaten kangaroo because they don't exist, because Australia doesn't exist. We already had this discussion. And besides, they will call the law if you show up at the zoo with a 22. They're like, no. They don't care if you got a hunting license or not. Yeah, we'd have to we could almost make Phoenix in a day. And then from Phoenix to where he's at. Well, that's the one thing they haven't cut loose on here. There's no wild kangaroos running around. I think they would do rather well in this part of the world, but I'm not. I don't want them running around. We had some wild emu for a while, but they finally got all those cleared out. They only lasted a couple, 3 years. People just literally every time they saw one, they shot it. And now there aren't any wild emus running around. Hold on. This is Robert. Hello, Mr. Robert. I'm doing a live stream, and everybody wanted to know where you were at. So I tried to call you and find out where you were at. No. You're on the way out to where? Oh, that's okay. I miss it all the time. But anyway, everybody in the chat wanted to make sure you're all alive and okay and everything. Because oh yeah. You ever get everything caught up? No, the Bible study's over. This is just the after chat. Okay. So, anyways, I'm trying to talk Aid into hurrying up and getting his stuff so he can get over here and we can kidnap him and never let him go home and he just has to live at the motel forever. But yeah, I think that would be the perfect thing for him. I mean, he'd be like in the middle of the country. He could go anywhere. He could even, take a weekend and he could run down to Mexico from there. Like only like what 7 hours to Mexico from there. So. All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna let you go since you're in a hurry to see the wife and kids. I'm gonna let you go so you don't flip upside down because I don't want to drive up there and dig you out of the hole. All right. All right. Love you too, brother. Talk to you later. Rob's fine. He's headed home. Now we all know. He said to tell everybody he loves them and that the city can kiss their ass. Anyway, dude, where was that dump at that you were walking around in? HCP? No, C103, you're right on time. We just started. Hope everybody's like, yeah, telling them the truth. Because that Subaru wasn't that old. Why would anybody drag a Subaru like that out there and just shoot it all full of holes? That's crazy. And was that caution tape around it or police tape around it? Who is doing that whining crap? Is that Hyde or mine? Yeah, I actually would like to get my hands on a Outback like that. I mean, that's a good. I don't want one with 300,000 miles on it or anything, but uh, the 2000 to 2005 Outbacks were pretty solid little cars. They were made for going up and down the road, but if you needed to get off on the highway, it wasn't going to break it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're probably. That's what I was figuring. I was looking at. I was like, oh man. All right, what's your deal, dude? No, I do not like the metric system.
Come on.
Well, I'm just worried about him, baby. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I just wasn't raised with it. So there's that aspect of it.
Right.
And I don't let it bother me that much anymore. I mean, I don't want to buy fuel by the liter. I mean, why isn't there something up that's 2 liters? You know, why isn't there something, okay, 2 liters makes yada, yada, yada? Because it's not divisible by 10. There's not 10 units in it. I mean, they broke it down too far. I mean, the smaller the unit, the more you can charge per unit when you're looking at liquid. So when you're selling fuel by the liter, you can charge more per liter as opposed to by the gallon. Algebra is probably one of the most important tools that an individual can learn while in the public school system. And that is all I'm going to say about algebra. And she is not making that up. She really enjoys doing algebra. Jixie went to college to do algebra. She also likes trigonometry, and she plays around with calculus, and numbers make sense to her. Well, apply yourself at it. I didn't think I'd ever need it again, so I didn't pay close enough attention. And I used it. I have used algebra in some form or another since I was 22 years old. It's annoying. Algebra is the basis for almost every other mathematical system out there. Yeah, we use math all day long in construction. We deal with fractions and formulas. All algebra is formulas. It teaches you to use a formula. It teaches you to understand how a formula works. If you have a grasp on that, then it makes typing the stuff into your contractor's calculator make a whole lot more sense. And you don't have to constantly pay for upgrades. Um, I wasn't ever very good at it, but you use it. See ya. Have a good one, Angel. Apply yourself in school. It'll pay off. Go crabbing for me if you can. Or, well, good morning. Yeah, it's yesterday morning there. It's today morning there. And it's tomorrow morning where Aid's at. Anyway, now that I've completely wasted y'all Saturday, or what? This ain't Saturday. The Tuesday, Tuesday evening. Well, Aid O'Neill is half a day or so ahead of us, and Australia is half a day or so behind us. About. I gotta take this one too. What were y'all doing that you couldn't answer your phone? Never mind, I don't know. Did you get it done? Well, you're just about a patient individual, ain't you? Are you back home yet? Where are the kids at? Okay, well, I was calling to see if I could, if Tyler was going to be up for me snatching him early in the morning and let's go fishing. Yep. Hey, you gonna go fishing tomorrow? What do you mean what time? Early? Yeah, tomorrow morning. Not like he, huh? In 2 days. Why in 2 days? Um, okay, well, you talk about it because I want to take you to Paint Rock to go fishing. So it's not like we're going to go to the park and go fishing. We're going to have to drive for almost 2 hours. And we're not going to come straight back. So if you want to wait a day or something so you can get rest, that's up to you, I suppose. But now if I decide to go ahead and go fishing, then you can't gripe at me because you didn't get to go. Okay? So you think about that and you get back with me a little bit, okay? Oh, okay. Love you. I was waiting for you to hang up. I can't hang up on you, my grandkid. All right, bye. Love you. Okay, I will. Tyler loves you. I better hurry up and get him fishing because he's already got like plans and conditions.
It's pretty tame.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
He wants to sleep late.
He can sleep in the truck. He said we could go tomorrow afternoon and stay as long as we wanted to. But he was saying, or in 2 days, which means he's got something planned for one of the days coming up, which I don't know what it is. So, yeah. They said he was going to be gone for a week and then back for a week, though, right?
On the weekend.
Okay. Here, maybe I just need to do some more planning on this. 3/4 of a day ahead. So wouldn't that just make them a quarter day behind?
Yeah. They lack a quarter of a day being a full day ahead of us.
How the hell does that work? Where does zero start at? Where's the official? Okay, this is when we're going to start the day. Where's zero? Like if they stop the planet at the noon, everybody starts at, or at midnight that everybody starts at. Where is that? Which flipping line is pointed at midnight in the sky? Oh no, I have to go get my globe now. The middle of the Pacific, that's Australia. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, all you silly people think the earth is flat. I have to wait. Let me see if y'all can see what I'm looking at. Hope y'all can't see it. Wait, it is flat on the bottom. Look at that. Right there, it's flat. Let me find Australia. Oh, wait, it's on the southern hemisphere. Australia is like right below China. Oh, wow, it is way the heck over there. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm not buying that there's nothing out here in the Pacific Ocean. There's got to be something here besides the French Polynesian Islands. Hawaii. So, yeah, they would be ahead or behind. They're either a quarter of a day behind us or 3/4 of a day ahead. I'm gonna get a crayon and on Venezuela. I'm gonna put like draw little pictures of smoke coming up. Who's aware that Brazil, the country of Brazil, is nearly as big as the United States? South America is actually a bigger continent than North America, unless you count Canada. Yeah, here. All you smart people knowing stuff and everything. I don't want to go put this. Somebody put this up. This is my globe. That I hardly ever look at. Until it's all this. Great Lakes are flipping huge, in case y'all are wondering. I bet Hudson Bay is a scary place to be on a boat. They always show, like on the TV shows and stuff, they always show Hudson Bay as being looking almost like a lake or something, you know, a little bitty old lake or whatever. And Hudson Bay is nearly the size of Gulf of Mexico. Probably about half the size of the Gulf of Mexico. Hudson Bay is bigger than the Gulf of California. Colorado wouldn't take that long, I don't think. Huh? Probably 10 hours, maybe. Yeah, what she said, guys. I'm gonna go to bed too. I actually got up early this morning. Stayed up all day. Oh. Y'all can't tell by the complete absence of enthusiasm for the live show. See y'all Friday. Like I said, I put this out there before. If anybody's got anything they want to talk about and want to get a panel together or whatever, I'm open for it on Friday night. There's only going to be a few more chances for us to do that if anybody's got anything they want to talk about. Prepping, survival, faith, whatever. No politics. No politics. Not happening. Okay? God bless y'all. Y'all still alive. Do not die. Thanks for hanging out with me.